For CCEP, we're always looking at new technology that will enhance the production, enhance the maintenance, and Spot fits right in. With the inspections that he does and the information, the data that we get back, really helps us for one, reliability, maintenance, basically capturing issues out in the line prior to them becoming a big issue. It's paramount. The costs of the line being down is really high. So we want to try and keep the production going 24/7, and Spot helps us react to any issues that we might not have foreseen out in the lines. We are at CCEP East Kilbride, just outside Glasgow in Scotland. And here at East Kilbride we have 4 lines, 2 glass and 2 PET.
We do Cokes, Fanta, Lilts, Sprite, and we also do the appetizer. So we run glass bottles of 750 to 275, 200ml to 330, and we do PET, which is plastic bottles from 2 litre down to 500ml. They're mainly serves to the Scottish public and to North England.
We deal with a lot of old machinery, so if some of these inspection tasks that are critical are missed, then it can create a breakdown. So waking up in the morning and find out you're coming into a breakdown isn't the nicest start to your day, so having Spot there to carry these out would definitely help us.
With unplanned breakdown again, you're then looking at unplanned spend and how do we get the lines back up and running? Do we have the parts on site? Do we have the skills ready to get that down?
We have different frequencies of inspections. Some of them are daily, some weekly, monthly, and then some of the bigger tasks to 3 months, 12 months, and our overhaul tasks every year. So our goals are to have predictive maintenance on site, and a lot of what we've brought in the last year or two has really improved our maintenance process.
We're always looking to try and find the new things and how do we do asset care and maintenance more effectively. Correct data lets us predict things properly, and then we do the right maintenance activities based on that. So it started at CCEP at the Barcelona plant. There was a pilot project done in conjunction with Boston Dynamics. Spot was integrated on site there. I think he's been there for about 1.5 to 2 years. So it was a very successful project, and they were looking to expand it across sites. So GB, they were looking to use 2 sites. We were very keen to get involved in it, as we see condition monitor as a key part of our maintenance strategy, and we've seen Spot as being a real good addition to that.
When we're doing inspections, we're doing some condition monitoring on our gearboxes, doing thermal imaging checks on electrical panels to try predictive maintenance. The Spot's going to be taking inspections round about site every hour, every day, repeating them inspections more so than a person could do themselves. So we're going to get a lot more inspection points, a lot more data, and we're going to get to the problem faster. It's going to allow us to plan effectively what we want to look at.
We're using ultrasonic thermographics on our motors and gearboxes and some mechanical vibration as well. So we've picked out inspection routes. We've got about 300 inspection routes across all 4 lines, and we're starting to gather data from that.
We can then create a baseline from that information, and then we can say if it goes above 45 degrees, 50 degrees, we can then flag an alert. So at the moment, with the information we're getting back, it's still slightly early days that we have to create a baseline so we can then rule out what is the norm for the inspections that we do. Daily, we will look at Orbit, which is the software that controls Spot. We'll look at the missions that Spot has done and the inspections. If there is any that are out with the baseline that we've established, then we will raise that for a job to be looked at for the reliability engineer.
The Spot's found a couple of air leaks around about site so far that we've been able to input in our maintenance system and have our engineers go and inspect to find out the root cause and resolve. Probably just focusing our technicians on the line on some more important tasks for them, so their hours on site are really defined about the daily, weekly tasks that they've got to do, and they're doing them alongside running the line and doing the fine tweaks on the line to make that line run better. If they've got more hours to do that, then they're certainly going to be a better performing production line.
Spot does visual. Along with that, there's AI related visual inspection. So for example, fire extinguisher, we'll take a photo of where the fire extinguisher should be and ask a basic AI question, is there a fire extinguisher visible? The answer obviously yes or no. The boards as well for Lotto, if there's any missing padlocks, he can set an alert and trigger why is there a padlock missing. It can also inspect digital meters level of lubrication tanks through AI.
The impact we've seen with Spot, basically from some of the data we've picked up, we've already found some remedial actions we've followed up with. So again, a cost saving, we've prevented the issues developing. I think the amount of data points we're getting, the amount of data we're collecting, for somebody, for a manpower to take that up would be quite a big ask. So that then frees our engineers and technicians up to do sort of value added work elsewhere as well, and it's now allowing us to focus on some more critical assets. We knew about Spot, but until you have them on site and start to see what he can do for you, then you start to understand the potential where you can add to him. So as I say, we're looking at different plant areas, different areas that you can add on, some of the AI stuff that you can pick up, gauge reading and everything like that. So there's a lot of potential there that I see long-term impact that is exciting.
East Kilbride's been here 62 years and it's developed into the site it is at the moment, which I'm so glad to be part of. I think the future's bright here at East Kilbride. For me, it's going to transform East Kilbride.